I was sued by I and a young lawyer, two of us only, came in with maybe 15 or 18.
Lawyers?
Yeah, sometimes in business you have to take risks. 2 containers a month without any customer, without any knowledge on how to sell it. You know, during that time, 20 of my staff resigned. So talagang every day you receive resignation, and during that time from a sales of 80 million per month, it's down to 10, 15.
Oh, that's bad.
It's really bad.
Overnight, lumoble
yeah.
utang mo.
So how can you survive? Dapang-dapa talaga. And he insists on, I have to pay him right away. So, pressure niya ako ng pressure. So, sabi niya kung hindi, kunin ko na lang negosyo mo.
So, what should a small entrepreneur focus on if they want to grow fast like that?
Number one, you have to spot the opportunity first.
One of the best investment you make.
Yeah, I think real estate is the okay. You can never go wrong with real estate.
This is Money Masters, where true stories spark real change.
Mga kaipunaryos, tonight, grabe, napakapalad po natin. We are going to meet someone from selling affordable diapers to Filipino families, building one of the most recognized household brands sa buong Pilipinas. And then he proves na hindi mo kailangan talaga na magsimula sa malaki para ikaw ay mangarap na malaki. Siya lang naman po ang utak ng EQ Diaper, sa brand naging bahagi ng buhay ng bawat mamayang Pilipino. So let's welcome no other than Mr. Samuel Poe, otherwise known as Sam Poe. Palakpakan!
Thank
you, Sir Sam.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much for the time. Actually, I met Sir Sam way back na, not really met. I've been here most of the time. And pag sinabi nating diaper, hindi nawawala talagang EQ, you know? So, before the success, please tell us, how did you get started?
Yeah, actually, I get into diaper. It's because of personal needs. Yeah. Before that, I was into electrical supply. So it's been a very tough year for electrical supply. And I can say, as of this date, yung mga kasabay ko noon, yung iba, bankrupt na sa electrical supplies. It's really tough. Out of personal needs, I got married in 1988 and my firstborn baby, 89. And during that time, as you can recall, it's the most unstable political situation.
Ay, oo. Ito yung panahon ng kudeta.
Yes,
Oo.
exactly. During that time, diaper is just started, to penetrate the Philippine market. But we have local brands, but the quality is really bad. Well, my wife asked me to find a better quality diaper. Yeah. So during that time, I have to drove up to Ayala, Alabang to find a good diaper for my son. And it turned out to be very frustrating. The quality is not good,
Okay.
and yet very expensive. So I asked my friend in Taiwan, to send me diaper. So he sent me a box of diaper, and I tried it on my son, and it's okay. So I thought to myself, this is an opportunity to sell diaper because the market is really zero, no? Walang available, and kung meron man, very bad quality.
So, ang ginawa mo, nag-import ka?
Yes.
Oo.
Sometimes in business, you have to take risks.
Okay.
When I went to Taiwan to meet the manufacturer, and they said, if you want to distribute our diaper, we can have a contract of 2 containers a month. 2 containers a month.
Parang malaki, no?
Oo. Yeah. Without any customer.
Oo.
Yeah. And I bite the bullet. I said, okay. Minsan, patapangan eh.
Pero yung 2 containers yan, during that time, how much was the capital?
It's around maybe $1 million per container.
Uy, malaki na rin yun, no?
I have to take that gamble. Palakasan ng loob. So I imported that too without any knowledge on how to sell it, because I'm in electrical supplies. So, but I saw the opportunity in the market na wala talaga. There's this opportunity. So, I went to SM and introduced myself to Mr. C, no?
Mismo si Tatang pa.
Hindi, si Herbert yung anak niya sa supermarket.
Okay, okay.
So I introduced myself and and I bring those samples. He said, okay. Immediately, during that time, his buyer to issue me PO kagad. Walang pangalawang ano. And it's moving at very fast rate, no? And he's quite happy and even introduced me to the department store, no?
Yung early exposure mo about business and money, malaki ba yung factor of being a Filipino Chinese?
Oh yeah, definitely it's a big factor. My lolo, well, eventually my dad took over. We have a small bazaar store. It's a bazaar store selling dry goods, no? The typical Chinese, no?
General merchandise siguro.
Yes,
no?
yes,
Oo,
yes,
diba?
yes. Yeah.
So in other words, bantay tindahan ka rin.
Oh yeah, we are required. We are required. Yeah.
Sa school, di ba? After school, diretso na.
Right, exactly.
Grabe,
That's the
no?
typical Chinese.
Yan yung training talaga eh, no? So technically, you started also on your own, di ba?
Yes.
Hindi mo minana tong
Hindi.
business eh.
Hindi.
So, honestly, what were the struggles? Ano naman
Oh,
struggles?
I considered myself as a journeyman. Ever since when I started electrical supplies, I think, pag mahina yung loob mo, you'll quit already. I have limited capital kasi during that time. When I graduated, I tried doing buy and sell, kung ano-anong buy and sell, including nag-aalok pa ako ng mga printing na t-shirt,
Ay!
advertisement.
Pareho tayo! Nakwento ko yun, di ba? Yung Hanes.
Yeah. So, I saved some, but mostly, my uncle gave seed money to me. And then told me na this is the first and the last. Yeah, if you succeed, it's yours. If you don't succeed, don't come back to me.
So, anong ginawa mo sa puhunan na yun?
I started electrical
Sa
supply.
electrical. Oo.
But it's really tough. Electrical supply, as everybody know, yung term dun is 120, 150
Grabe,
days.
no?
Yeah. It's not the easy way.
Mm-mm.
Easy way up. Well, I'm not ashamed to tell you.
Oh.
Naging manager ako ng nightclub.
Lahat basta pwedeng pasukan at pagkakitaan. So, and after that, naging diaper story na yan. Oo. So, first baby.
Yes, first
Wow,
baby.
wow.
And it's really tough. Tough year. Actually, nung una, maganda yung diaper.
Okay.
Because it's an opportunity, a
Bago
timing
eh.
of the
Bago
market.
eh.
Yeah.
Bago eh.
I don't have marketing. I just buy and sell, trading. At the end of the day, I end up distributing 90% of the Taiwan brand.
Okay.
So, lahat na factory, ako nagdi-distribute dito ng brand nila. Puro diaper.
Okay.
By the time 96, I lost almost all of my supplier. Only one left.
Why?
There's a supplier na they set up their office here, own office here.
dumiretso na.
Dumiretso. Meron din na sinulot ako.
Oh, grabe.
So, yeah, that was really, really sad for me.
So, I'm sure during 1996 yan,
96.
na-depress ka ba during that time?
Oh yeah, then that was the time that I put up my Caloocan 4-story building when I moved in. So during that time, from a sales of 80 million per month, it down to 10, 15.
Oh, that's bad.
It's really bad. Kaya sabi ko, grabe ang nadaanan ko talaga. And 20 of my staff resigned. Pinoche.
Ay,
Na-pirate. Pinoche. So, even my secretary was poached. So,
Ay, naku.
talagang every day you receive resignation and
Ay, ito pa masakit siguro. Yung nagtayo, kakilala mo.
And then I have to talk to the rest na natira. So I said, if you believe in me, you stay with me. Pero pag feeling mo babagsak na ako, then go ahead. It's your future. You have to decide.
Sam, do you mind if I ask, meron na EQ na ba yun during the
Hindi
time?
pa.
Di pa.
Hindi pa.
Wala pa.
Hindi pa.
So generic pa rin yung
Ibang
brand.
brand.
Oo.
So there were some that didn't resign. Mga
Okay.
key personnel, mga 2, 3. So hindi sila nag-resign. And worse, this is the worst part.
Ano? Meron pang worse dyan, ha?
Oh yeah. 1990. Sunod-sunod.
96 yun eh.
Kaya sabi ko, when it rained, it pours. Then comes 97 Asian crisis.
Ay, oo.
So,
Yun yung dollar Asian crisis.
oh yeah. Yung utang mo na dolyar,
May utang ka na dollar.
oh, of course, imported.
So magkano ang dollar before, tapos nag-Asian crisis, magkano tinaas?
From 25, 24, 25, 26 to 40 something. So,
Overnight, dumoble
yeah.
utang mo.
So, how can you survive? It's because of the supply.
Okay.
Yung di ko pa nabayaran ng mga utang sa supplier. So,
Ang laki nun.
laki. Dapang-dapa talaga. Dapang-dapa talaga.
So how did you get out of that?
So, we were in Malaysia during that time, that night. This Taiwanese came to my room and he insists on I have to pay him right away. So I said, I don't have that money now, really, frankly speaking. So, pressure niya ako ng pressure. So, sabi niya, kung hindi, kunin ko na lang negosyo mo. If you insist na kukunin mo negosyo ko, okay, I'll give it to you. Then he was asking, anong gawin mo? Sabi ko, maybe I'll migrate to Australia to look for a job. And then he was saying, okay, sabi niya, pagbalik natin sa Pilipinas, take over ko na. So may kinausap din siya na tao ko. He will take over. So that night, he was very happy. He called up the COO, kasama namin sa Malaysia. So he called up and said, okay,
Dinis
Mr.
na.
po, ayaw niya na magnegosyo. Ako na mag-take over. So the guy was shocked eh. Tinanong niya ako. He called me sa room. Sabi ko, yeah, kasi may utang ako sa kanya eh. So ayaw niya naman, gusto niya kunin negosyo ko. Sabi ko, then I agreed to give it to him. So yung principal, yung supplier na CEO, tumawag kagad sa boss niya. Sabi niya, ayaw na ni Mr. Po. So he told him about the story. So sabi ng owner, kung ayaw ni Mr. Po, hindi ko rin ibibigay sa kanya. I'll do it myself here. I trust Mr. Po because he knows the market.
Yeah.
What the heck about that Taiwanese? He don't know the market here. So sabi niya, di tayo na lang. Taiwanese din tayo na lang manage. Rather than give it to him. So, nirelay niya sa Taiwanese na yan na, well, if Mr. Po don't want to continue,
Out na rin siya.
out na rin siya.
So anong ending nun?
Binalik niya sa akin. Then, he asked me to promise him kung gaano katagal ko siyang bayaran.
Okay. Bumalik na naman sa utang.
So, I said, siguro less than a year, I can pay you back.
Wow!
Yes. Eventually, nabayaran ko siya in less than a year. That's the time where EQ brand was born.
What prompted you naman to create your own brand, Sam?
Yeah. During that time, kasi Taiwanese brand is more expensive. Then, when we went to Malaysia after that crisis, I saw that the Malaysia also affected from the crisis. And they have this generic diaper, transparent bag, and sticker on it. And they're selling it. The basic type of diaper. No frill, no basic type lang. So I saw that opportunity with the Malaysian distributor also. That was the creation of EQ. Actually, EQ was created in Malaysia, the brand. The meaning of EQ is economy and quality.
Economy and quality.
Yeah, as other would think, maybe emotional quotient.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
It's economy and quality.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Double meaning, di ba?
Oo nga, ang galing.
So, it's a turn of events. Kasi after the crisis, di ba, 97. Year 2000, November, I was sued by
What? Oh?
for infringement.
Paano?
Invention daw. Invention nila. It's called, during the time, it's called
Patent.
in-law patent. And I was in Caloocan. And that give me an idea. Oh, wow. Na-notice na nila ako. Siguro threat siguro ako. So, I have to scale up also. So, I decided to transfer to, after the court case, I decided to transfer here to Ortigas. I rented the whole floor.
Kaka-stress na naman yun.
Very stressful, very, very stressful. This is the first time I have such kind of lawsuit, infringement. Hindi pa yung brand name, kundi invention.
Oo, yung parang the way diaper probably is made. Yeah.
So, talagang, and then when I received that, I was in Caloocan, I think more than a week lang or 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, I have to appear. There's a court hearing for TRO, temporary restraining order, na they can confiscate it sa customs, sa shelves, blah, 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 and destroy it without any compensation.
So anong ending ng ng kaso?
We won from, wala sila na panalo actually,
How long was that?
6 long years.
Grabe. So Sam, what is your rule when it comes to making money? Rule
In making money, I think your integrity is number one there. Hindi basta na money. If it's not for you, don't get it.
Yeah. Basta wag lang illegal, di ba? Number 2, your rule naman when it comes to keeping money o handling money. Nag-iipon ka ba?
First few years, I don't think I have money to ipon. Hiram ka ng hiram nga eh.
Utang.
Yeah,
Oo.
utang ka ng utang. I don't have much cash actually. I just invested in the business.
Oh, binabalik mo sa
Yeah, I put up a warehouse. Lahat. Actually, yung bahay ko huli na.
Oo. So lahat ng mga building, bago yung bahay. Wow. Bakit? Bakit?
Yung building hindi. Pero yung mga other things, I think I put up my own house 2009. So, almost 19 years.
Wow. Bakit nga ganun ang philosophy? Ba't di ka mag-build ng bahay para wala ka nang babayaran ng upa?
Yeah, that's, you know, yung bahay naman, when it's not important for me because when I got married, my in-laws give us a townhouse. So okay na kami sa townhouse. And then the money is more needed to make the business bigger.
Yeah. When it comes naman growing money, yung investment, ikaw, aside from the businesses that you did, ano yung sa palagay mo, one of the best investment you make?
Yeah, I think real estate is okay. Real estate is okay. You can never go wrong with real estate.
Can you give me one idea, not in terms of amount, but in terms of yung na multiply? From binili mo ng ganito, tapos nag-multiply siya ng how many times?
Yeah, there were several properties like our warehouses in Cebu because Cebu property skyrocketed.
Kuya Sam, right now, we're also experiencing, syempre, oil crisis. Di ba?
Right.
Ano ma-advise mo sa mga tao ngayon na nagpapanik? Di ba?
Yeah, we have to stay calm in every situation. I think we have to stay calm and try to assess the situation. How will it goes? And if it goes this way, what should we do? If it goes that way, what should we do? Be prepared. Be prepared.
How do you stay calm despite of those challenges?
In every fight, you have to stay calm. You have to be calm so that you can plan well, strategize well, and how to get back or how to stand up again. You have to be calm. Kasi pag magulo ka, and sometimes you make quick decision, shooting from the hips, hindi you have to stay calm.
Since may best na investment, may worse. I'm sure may nagkamali ka rin.
Yeah.
Anong worst investment mo?
The latest
Oh.
is putting up this hotel.
Why?
You know, I put up this the whole building around. It costs around 5 billion. Yeah, it's a five-star hotel, so maraming kailangan na standard you have to meet, no? So I failed in the project study from projection ng revenue to yung budgeting of this construction.
So, ito naman, teach us naman, di ba, Kuya Sam, syempre naman, right now, whether you like it or not, di ba, okay, tapos na yung hotel, mag-break even na, tapos the diaper business still growing. So, how do you identify a business that has potential? Di ba yung parang sinasabi mo, may opportunity eh. Paano? Turuan mo kami.
Yeah, it's you have to look at the down the road, 5 years, 10 years down the road. Kasi in a business, no, there's this, they called it businessman lang. There's this entrepreneur talaga.
Magkaiba ba yun?
Oh yeah,
Sige nga.
business is you just
Buy and sell.
or maybe some but then it's purely for profit
Yeah.
and all these things. Yung enterprise, you're making the long term, more long term, sustainable ba ang business mo, ganon. Kasi most of the businessmen, I'm not saying all, are opportunists. Kung anong in ngayon, papasok siya. No? But I don't know how long will it sustain.
Okay.
It's another thing. How long will it last? How long will it sustain? But if you're building an enterprise, it's long-term talaga. We have to innovate. We have to renovate. We have to adapt to the changes.
Yun yung topic na sinabi ko, di ba?
Yes. I put up an example. I said Nokia.
Yeah.
Nokia was a global leader in cell.
Grabe, no?
And after a few years, asan na sila ngayon? They're irrelevant.
Dapat sila yung iPhone ngayon eh.
Yes, they fail to innovate.
So, what should a small entrepreneur focus on if they want to grow fast right now? Ngayon, sa panahon ngayon.
Number one, you have to spot the opportunity first. That business you want to enter, opportunity, or as you said, it's sunrise industry. You have to spot for the opportunity and then you assess 5-10 years down the road kung meron pang potential.
So, in your experience, what advantage do Filipino-Chinese entrepreneur have when it comes to growing their business? Parang, di ba, parang sa mga Filipino-Chinese, very aggressive sila sa pag-grow ng business.
Yeah, but then you have to look into, as I've said, yung sustainable and then don't expand too fast that you cannot control.
Oh, yan yung isang malaking mistake ng mga negosyante.
Yes, you should have control. 1997 is a wake-up call for me. Because during the early 90s and the mid-90s, I'm on my peak na, lahat na handle ko bumibenta. So, distributing a lot of things. My logic during that time, which is wrong, my logic during that time is the same channel of distribution, supermarket.
Oo.
So,
Karga mo na, nandun eh.
I sell biscuit, I sell everything.
Oo.
Then come 97 crisis. So, bumagsak ako, di ba? Na napangdapa. So, I soul search, what the heck am I doing? I said to myself. During that time, my share sa diaper market is just only 4-5%. I said, 4-5%? Bakit pinasukan ko pa to yung iba? Na I can focus on expanding this one.
Okay. So, ang sinasabi mo, correct me and educate me, if you find something that works already, palakihin mo na lang. Huwag ka na maghanap pa ng iba.
Yes, it's more faster and more efficient. You see SM, yung mga they are diversified. Yes. But yung paglaki nila
Connected lahat
may
eh.
synergy.
'Di ba
Yes.
ito hindi totoo ba tong kasi I always say that one of the akala kasi karamihan ng tao na ang income talaga ng SM is leasing. Sabi ko hindi, ang cash flow niya nasa supermarket. And then remember during that time wala pang credit card, wala pang cash lahat. So, ang kwento sa akin, may mga 7 to 8 na armored van, gabi-gabi, nakapark sa likod. Yung cash sa supermarket, syempre, hindi pwede iwan doon. Nilalabas. Doon sila nagkaroon ng idea na magtayo ng bangko.
And it helps them, Bangko, lahat na nangyayari sa market, alam nila. Kasi kliyente nila lahat eh. So, what kind of business is doing good? What kind of business is not doing good? Who is doing good? Who is not?
Ano rin niya, parang na market survey na rin
Yes,
niya.
information niya. Yeah, that's why most of the big, Taipan, they have their own.
Banks. Tatayo na akong bangko. Oo, Think Positive Bank. A few more questions. What's one business decision you would never repeat again? Hotel na naman.
Invest on not related to my business. Yeah.
Oh guys, sana matutunan nyo to. Alam mo, masterclass to. Thank you, Sam, for sharing and teaching us. Okay. So, ito na lang, quick na lang. Siyempre, in a company, hindi lang product, hindi lang brand, people.
Yeah.
How do you choose the right people?
You got to have a strong HR and a strong team that cultivate right culture for your company. That's very important.
Galing.
Yeah. And, pay is also one of them. But
Yeah.
then, the culture of the company, importante yan eh. Pag
Totoo.
pasok nila, ang gulo dito, ayaw ko.
Oo, tsaka nakaka-stress, di ba? So,
Yeah.
ayun nga, nakita ko na rin yung mga offices nyo, may mga words na, di ba? Natuto ka na rin magsuot, ha? So, what habits did you build that most people are not willing to do?
To be honest, I'm more hands-on as a businessman.
Hanggang ngayon, ha? At
Yes.
68, di ba?
Right. I don't think there's anybody who can match me in terms of trade check. I went to every Friday, Thursday, Friday.
Saan?
Bumabiyahe, I travel as far as Mindanao, Sultan Kudarat, Isulan, Sibugay.
So, you still go, ano?
Yes.
Wow!
Yes, until now. Every weekend. Kahit north to south. Most of the time, if I flew in maybe 4 o'clock in the morning.
So, syempre, kahit na, di ba, parang as an entrepreneur and as a businessman, importante hindi lang kumita eh. Importante pamilya eh.
Yes.
So, how do you balance your time with your family?
Yeah, in as much as if you have time, like holiday, weekends, I usually stay with my family or travel with my family. That's the only time. But then now they are already big.
So, merong bang, gusto magpatuloy ng, yung legacy mo?
Yeah, I'm lucky that my eldest son, which is the reason why I enter Baby Diaper,
Yeah.
is the COO now.
Wow!
Yeah.
Okay, yung mga nag-earn ng regular salary na maliliit, anong payo mo sa kanila?
Work hard. Not only physically na sub-sub ka sa trabaho. Sometimes critical thinking is the most important.
Yeah.
You should think.
Totoo.
Hindi yung bara-bara lang sa trabaho. Yeah, there's so many ways to enhance your income. There's so many ways to make your work easier without compromising the quality or what.
Final word na lang, Sam, especially to the Filipinos who are afraid, who are struggling right now because of what's happening. Yun nga, there's so many uncertainties. Ano masabi mo sa mga taong nanonood ngayon?
Yeah, number one, I think is stay calm. And number two, if you have problem, don't stuck on that problem. Try to check what is the solution for that problem and try to solve it. Yeah. Those are very important. And if there are challenges, for me, challenge is just a temporary setback. Yeah. Then I find solution to how to get back or how to hurdle this matter.
Grabe. Alam mo, while you're saying things and then kinikwento mo yung story mo, super relate talaga ako. Oo. Super relate lang sa story pero hindi sa pera. Okay? Iba yung bank account yun sa bank account ko. Well, yun nga, yung parang sinabi ko kanina. Di ba? I always say that in my show. To every problem, there's always a
Solution.
If you're not part of the solution, you're part
Part
of...
of the problem.
Di ba? Instead of yun nga, yung finding excuses.
Yes.
Di ba? You
Yes.
find reasons why it will work.
Yes.
Sampo, right?
Yeah.
It's really an honor and pleasure to really document your life story, yung struggle mo. I'm sure there are people out there who's watching and they're really encouraged. Okay? So if you're out there, you want really to learn about business ka, pero talagang clueless ka, I would like to issue you to a 14-day Nego Challenge para sa mga seryoso lang. I will walk with you step by step, 14 days to. May panunurin kang video, may sasagutin ka para makabuo ka. So if you're up to the challenge, type challenge sa comment section and I will send you a link on how you can get started. So Sam, ano pa yung mga products mo aside from yung pinaka-popular na EQ? Ano pa yung mga products na kailangan patronize nila?
So far, we have 5 categories. One is baby, which is EQ. Adult incontinence care, which is the Caress and Hypan Secure. We have 70-something% market share.
Oh, on the adult diaper,
Yeah,
yes.
pretty much ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, for adult incontinence care. And we have feminine protection, which is Charmy napkin and panty liners. Then we have wipes. We have Nursey and also adult wipes, Secure, all of the wipes, no. And another, we have emerging category namin. We just get into tissue, which is the Tidy and Kitchen Mate for the kitchen towel. It's just fairly. We just started on that category. And we have also recently, we have this pet care. Yeah, we have pet purse, pet diapers, pet pads.
Paano na yun? Pa-sunrise yan.
Yeah.
It's a growing
yeah,
market.
Yes, growing very fast. We have pet wipes. Yeah.
Galing.
Yeah.
There you have it, mga kapatid. I am sure walang social media si Kuya. May social media ka ba?
Obsolete na ako.
Hindi. Alam mo, talagang, I really enjoyed this time.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me and thank you for those kind words.
Yeah, no. So there you have it, guys. Kung may mga natutunan kayo, please do me a favor. Sa comment section, type in kung ano yung mga lessons na natutunan nyo. And also, please don't forget to also subscribe and share itong masterclass na ito with sample of EQ diapers. Tatandaan, tamang kanunungan, tamang disiplina, ang susi sa pagyaman. Hindi, especially yung mga kababayan nating OFW. Can you tell us stories naman yung mga
Well,
pupunta rin?
I worry about them because they work really hard and they're very valued. They're really good people because they only think of their families back home. But I also wonder what happens when they get old. If they're willing to take a risk, they send all their money home to make their families at home survive, to make them happy. But I hope that they can also save something for themselves. Don't try to barge into something that you're totally unfamiliar with. Not that you will get hurt, but you'll make a fool of yourself.
So would you say na it's really very important to have mentors in your life?
Oh yeah, there's no such thing as natural. There's no natural. You have to learn.
Matagal ka na, and then I'm sure you made some money. What is your biggest money mistake that you have ever made in your life so we can learn from you
I
personally?
never did. I just always earn and I never gambled.
If there's only one major lesson that you will learn from him, what will it be?
Never be afraid of any opposition.
Chinky Tan, with over 6 million Facebook followers, 2.8 million YouTube subscribers, and 2.4 million TikTok fans, is now all out to share with you the most practical, simplest path to lasting wealth.